my name is Michael with Entertain Me TV Show Reviews, and this is the review for Weed Country, Season 1, Episode 5, Evil Around the Corner. If you'd like to follow along in this series, then make sure you subscribe to my channel. Also, if you have any suggestions for future reviews, which I might be needing soon enough because Weed Country is soon over, then feel free to leave a comment here on this video or on my channel, or you can just message me on YouTube. But without further ado, let's move on to the review itself. Deep in the heart of the Northern California mountains, marijuana growing season is underway. The Emerald Triangle, ground zero for a multi-billion-dollar marijuana industry, originally comprised of 3 counties covering 10,000 square miles, is now growing out of control. It's a decades-old battle between cops, dealers, and growers, designed to make millions or be locked up for years. At Grace Farms, Mike Boone's neighbors have hired professional surveyors to find out whether Mike's crops is on their land. Meanwhile, Tony is on the phone with a sheriff's deputy arguing with him. Mike jumps in and takes over the call, as Tony is clearly very upset. For Tony, it became personal when the neighbors welcomed hunters to hunt the deer on Boone's land. At the Jackson County Sheriff's Office, Lieutenant Matt Thompson is looking through pictures from the cameras which was set up in the forest close to the illegal groves. There's a picture with a car, but the license plate is out of sight. The next picture, though, shows a person which possibly could be linked. On the road in Vallejo, Matt Shotwell is on his way to Trinity County in the Emerald Triangle when he spots an old friend of his. His friend gives him some information on what the police will be looking for on Matt's trip back. He also suggests what Matt could do to stall the police if he were to get pulled over, allowing his associates to pass without getting pulled over. Back at Grace Farms, with the police on the way, the neighbor dispute is getting out of control. Tony drives the truck and right into the middle of it, and a hot words exchange. Mike pulls Tony away from the verbal fight and attempts to calm her down. At B.E. Smith's farm, Nate Morris joins B.E. and his grandson Aaron for an early harvest. In the distance, a chopper is heard, and it soon approaches the farm. In the chopper is Lieutenant Matt Thompson. B.E. Smith flips out the chopper as it's hovering above the farm. Nate Morris now has some marijuana in which he can use to make the medicine for the child suffering from epileptic seizures, but he has to get away from the farm without being spotted. As Nate pulls out of the farm, Matt Thompson snaps a few pictures of the vehicle from the chopper. Back at Grace Farms, Deputy Omar Bryan arrives to talk with Mike Boone. After being called by Mike's neighbors, they talk for a bit before they head down to the farm area. Mike might have more plans than the legal medical limit, but since the complaint were about a property line, it doesn't call for an investigation. If the complaint were about Mike Boone's marijuana plants, and if he's over the plant limit, he would have been arrested. On the road, Nate Morris is heading towards a small laboratory, which he will use to isolate the CBDs from the marijuana he brought with him. He arrives and starts processing the marijuana by putting it into a vial and then adding ethanol. In the end, he's left with a yellow amber colored substance, which is very high in CBD and low in THC. Also on the road, Lieutenant Matt Thompson is looking for the vehicle he spotted the day before from the air. He's joined by Detective Don Adams, which is in a separate vehicle looking for the same suspect car. Nate Morris is back on the road on his way to deliver the medicine for the child suffering from severe epilepsy. He spots a cop in his rearview mirror. Lieutenant Matt Thompson receives a call from the dispatch and changes course to interrogate the apprehended suspect. A truck has been pulled over. The bag is filled with growing equipment. There's also 3 to 4 pounds of marijuana, and the driver had $6,000 in cash. They're going to seize all the equipment, marijuana, and cash. Also, the person driving the truck is arrested. Nate arrives at the location where he is to deliver the medicine. He's delivering a highly concentrated oil which contains a high amount of CBD or cannabidiol, which should help this child, which has up to a dozen epileptic seizures a day. South of of the Emerald Triangle, Matt Shotwell and his muscle squeeze approach the Emerald Triangle. Matt hopes to bring home a lot of weed and prove his girlfriend and lawyer wrong when they suggested that he should get out of the business. Back at Grace Farms, Mike's patient Nicholas arrives. Mike Booten couldn't deliver the weed to Nicholas due to the ongoing neighbor dispute that he's having on his farm. Mike could go to jail, and that would leave Nicholas without marijuana for his illness. Somewhere in the Emerald Triangle, Nate, Morris, and B. Smith are joining at the harvest party. Nate has had his crop pulled from the ground and has been dodging cops all season. For him, it's almost the end of a long marijuana growing season. So, this was the review for Wheat Country Season 1, Episode 5, Evil Around the Corner. I'd like to thank you for watching, and if you want to follow along once again, then please make sure to subscribe to this channel. Also, if you have any suggestions for future reviews which might be needed due to Wheat Country almost being over, then feel free to leave a comment on this video or on my channel, or just message me on YouTube. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next episode review.